We are live. Let me pull up Instagram. Hello, good evening. All right, I'm gonna put this here. I'm definitely going to be using YouTube a little bit more today because the phone low and stuff. All right, I need to take out the filter. Hey, Lavan. So guys, remember you can tune in on either YouTube or Facebook. Hey, bad wife, loading. How are you? Let me pull out the caption part over here. Sorry, chats. Hey, J Lo. Hey, Shanda. Hey, Amoy, Jordy. Finally, I'm doing good. I'm tired, as I can probably see, but I am here. So you guys shy very bad. At this point, I would think that you guys hide and follow me. Because when it comes down to the lives and all, thank you. Well, thank you. Me, I felt up and I did want to take it off, but I couldn't take it off in time. But yeah. Hey Tony. So yeah, so you guys go on like say you guys are silent followers. But I'm happy when you guys are on the live with me though. Because anytime I ask questions like, oh guys, hey doing, anytime I ask for you guys to basically ask me questions and stuff like that, so I can know what we need to talk about on the live, you guys don't ask. So tell you what, only can just ask here. So if that is the case, and I'll be more than happy to answer. So today's Tuesday, Thursday. Happy Thursday. Love to hear calling you. Thank you. So I'm actually getting used to it. Like today was my first time going outside with it, and I kind of felt weird because this was my first time ever wearing blonde here. You know, them say blondes have more fun, so I'll keep y'all posted. So you guys are free to ask your questions and all. I was actually just editing a YouTube video, which I basically said I'm going to be doing like a lifestyle channel, which I already started it. I just haven't posted it yet. Um, and I was actually like tearing up while I was actually doing this video in particular because it has to do with like manifestation and what you call it, like meditating and stuff. And I had manifested two huge things, and I documented it. So I was actually, doing that edit and stuff. But you guys are free to answer. Are your device charged, Chrissy? Listen, a real businesswoman phone, our devices never charge. All right, with it on the desktop and the desktop plug in. My phone, I have 17% on my phone, but I do have my charger here. My phone always are dead. I saw something the other day say if you're a business person and you always have battery for your phone, nothing now go on. Oh my god, so nobody not have no question today. You guys just come for looking at my face? Okay. Here's state three for how when do you recommend it to be worn? This is how I really look on stages. I only use the word stages on the website because you guys, that's what you guys know are what. Why may I look cocky so? That's what the doctors tell you guys to ask for and so forth. For me, as long as your faja feel loose, go smaller. So if after the fifth time your faja feel loose, I'm not gonna call it a size 6. I'm just gonna say the faja loose. And it's just the tightness difference that I basically see it with. So if you stay the first one you buy too big, you go to a second one. The second one too big, no, you go to the third one. Third one too big, you want your waist to go further, you go to the fourth one. Or if it doesn't have latex in it, then you can definitely get it altered. Can you talk about wearing the waist eraser for straight after surgery? Okay, yes, snatching soles is like. All right, so I'm gonna answer bad wife loading, and then I'm gonna answer Jordy, then Shanda, then JLo. Talk about multitasking. Me I do everywhere. So when it comes down to the waist to raise a faja, if you have done surgery before, or if you've worn any of our curvy girls faja and you want to wear the waist to raise a faja outside of surgery, you 100% can do it. It's all about tolerance. For me, if I'm doing liposuction right now or any form of surgery, 100% I'm coming out in the waist to raise a faja how much time smaller than my natural waist because I can manage it and I know what to expect. If you never do surgery, never wore any of our faja, then definitely don't do it because you're not gonna be able to manage. But bad wife, me think you can manage it and stuff. Because it's not like, oh, the latex going to do anything different to your skin. It's not like, oh my God, I see some people saying you shouldn't wear latex until after 6 months and stuff. And I'm like, I don't mean to be mean, but I'm like, that's why some of you guys can't see no results. It's like, come on, like, yo, if you want the Jessica Rabbit look, if that's what you're going for, you're not taking out any rib, not even compress, like squeeze up it. As long as you're not, as long as you're not dying, as long as you're not damaging your organs and stuff, you know when you're damaged, something feel damaging. You basically you can loosen it up. So that's that question part. So I'm gonna come over here. So Jardy, I've not had surgery and can't due to health. I have a 32 waist. Sorry to hear that. 48 hips. What do you recommend? You can do the waist to raise a faja because you're not going to have any swelling or anything like that. Start off with the normal compression, or you can do the Saint Azar's traditional faja, and that one you can start off with extreme compression because it doesn't have any latex in it. Um, as I had mentioned, when I wanted to do surgery, but I couldn't afford it at the time, um, that's what I did. I wore fajas because they're like, oh, you have to wear this faja after surgery. So for me, I am like, okay, if I have to wear it directly after surgery, maybe you can do this, you can do something for me, which it did, you know. But what happened is that the faja make you greedy. Because when the faja is snatched, but then you come out of the faja, you don't look the same way. And that's the reason why I carry the butt out because that's what I used to wear before I had surgery. So yeah, I did very greedy. I loved how my butt looked when it did bigger. So I ended up getting it. But no, definitely you can just do the faja because it's gonna reduce your waist. This week and last week I was at the store and everybody who I measured up were dropping 2 inches in the waist. Another client dropped 4 inches in the waist and she was postpartum. I had posted her. And they were going up 2 inches on their hips. So I always, so this is something that we're starting to do where I'm like, okay, you know, a lot of times people are like, oh my God, you know, your hip is compressed or something like that. I always say, measure your hip before, measure your hip after. Their hips were going up in measurements. And I'm very happy and proud to say that and all because I'm like, listen, we don't play about snatching and also the hips. And we're not gonna snatch if you make it look odd. You know, I see a lot of odd looking things by yo, you know, that okay. You're not even too tight, it's like yo, that not even make no type of sense. We're not going to do that and stuff because at the ending of the day, we want you definitely to see some form of improvement even when you're outside of the farm. I wish me never start this with a filter. All right, so can we talk about 6 months post? Of course. What you want to talk about with 6 months post because a lot of things acting happening at 6 months one. Hey Chrissy, your teeth, tongues. No, thank you so much. Yo. And I'm here thinking now, oh, my little buff teeth. Listen, I used to have like a huge gap and a huge overbite. And I haven't been sleeping with my braces, retainers as of late. And I'm like, I want like an overbite, me say I come. But maybe not. But I just have to sleep with it tonight. All right, hold on. Let me go back to the next one. So yeah, Shanda, yeah, let me know. Okay, what's your take on Faha's 6 month girl? Can I still snatch? Yes, yes, 100%. You can have your snatch back. The reason why I'm gonna tell you that you can have it back is because you're swelling. Me know you're still swell. You don't swell as much. Yeah, I know you're not swelling as much as you were like right after surgery, but I'm sure you're still experiencing swelling. So with that being said, I can 100% go back in it and you know, probably adjust some swelling, you know, you take off probably an inch or two depending. Get fentanyl, girl. Get fentanyl. Sexy Charles, as I said, I'm going in a list of who asked before and all, so that way everybody can get touch. Um, need to lose weight, having surgery 2.5 week. What can I do? All right, it might be too late to take phentermine because I don't know if the doctor would approve that. So you need a proper crash diet right now. All right, what you need? What I would do is literally go to GNC and get a meal replacement and make sure you have enough tea and drink it before you're hungry. Because right now you can't put no form of chemical or nothing like that in your body. So you're really going to have to do like a strict, like no carb, no phentermine. I'm 123 pounds. Hold on there. All right, hold on. All right, I'm still at JLo. Still at JLo. All right, still at JLo. Hold on there. So that's what I would do. Literally just leave food alone, drink bay tea, ginger tea, green tea, and you're gonna be miserable. But at least you will drop it. How much pound you need to drop? Yeah, how much? First of all, I'm here giving you this. How much pound you need to drop? Um. Okay, I'm answer that one there. Yes, I'm still feeling swelling. So yeah, go back in the faha. It will help. No phentermine at 123. What you need to lose weight for? You can't lose no weight. All right, so let's go back to sexy. Okay, so send me a picture in the DM so I could see how it look. Because what happened, as I had mentioned in the last live, when we sit, our stomach does bend naturally. So the faja is snatching the waist is going to bend into it. If you feel like it's cutting, you can get a lateral protector, which is like a soft, thin foam that we have on the website. I think it's like $35 for it and stuff. So, so yeah, that can definitely help. How long do you recommend lymphatic massages? Okay, 10 to 15 pounds. You know, see how I'm beaten? You know you have surgery 2.5 weeks from now. And you need to lose 10 to 15 pounds 2.5 weeks from now. You better ask Kim Kardashian how she dropped the 16 pound in at the three. At 3 weeks, she said she dropped it in a 16. Based on what I read, is that she said she cut out carbs and may I try help. But cut out carbs. Girl, what me would I do is a straight liquid diet, but I know I'll be miserable as hell. And probably when I'm craving, I'll probably just eat one little Jolly Rancher or one little earhead. That's probably what I would have done, 100%. That's what I would have done. Um, Remember, no. When I even booked the surgery, JLo, you know you're bad. You are bad. I thought I was bad, but you are bad. Do the meal replacement. When I had to lose weight for my BBL, but I had more time, I did the meal replacement because at the time I didn't know about like phentermine and HCG and all of that stuff. So I did the meal replacement and I did drop the pounds, but I was miserable. And the meal replacement is like a shake. All right. So Charlie, okay, lymphatic massages. So as I said, when it comes down to the massages and all of that, like everybody did their massage different. I see some special out there and stuff. So a lot of people going to buy their massages based on specials and not based on is this person going to do what makes sense? I see some people barely even recover doing wood therapy. And I see some massage things saying, you know, book 10 massages and get the radio. Get one of them machines something there. What's supposed to basically eliminate fat and stuff added. No, first of all, your skin not even attached back to your body yet and stuff. Like the only thing you need is like manual massage. That's literally the only thing you need. And the fluid is not supposed to. The only way to get out the fluid is not by the fluid going through the holes. You can get out the fluid through your lymph nodes, which is in like your neck and stuff like that, you know, and when them open up the ones in your body, it come through your pee. Excuse me. So as I had said, when I did surgery, I did not start, I did just eat like 30 minutes before. So I haven't digested yet. But anywho, when I basically did it, the massages the second day, the following day, I had no liquid left, I had no fluid left in me. So if you have the correct faja on, we're going to literally pressure your body in order to, I showed the example the other day, you're not going to need as much massages as you would think. I did 6 massages. And again, I went to Massage Envy. Massage Envy won't touch you if you are leaking because they're not a post-op massage place. So if you are basically doing what you need to be doing, and all to make sure that fluid is coming out to your body, you're not going to have any problem. When I am doing surgery and stuff, if the doctor does drains, I do not go to that doctor because I know that I am not going to do any drains. I rather look leak out like some suck out back juice with my fluid. It's not staying in there. Some people I read where some people is they have to even drain themselves or go somewhere for them to inject it to drain it and stuff like that. And that's why sometimes when the surgery groups and stuff, I kind of had stayed away from them for years. The ones on Facebook, all of them, period, but the ones on Facebook specifically, because I'm like, yo, that don't make no sense. As I've said, especially in the last video, when it comes on to the doctor talking about surgery, the actual physical surgery, you will never hear I say a thing. I guess I didn't go to school for that. I don't know nothing about that. But what I know for sure is that if it take them 10 years to actually perform a surgery, and no, not even 6 months for the compression class, all right? Probably then they say, oh, after each surgery, just have them put on a compression garment. So they don't really know 100% how the recovery thing really good. That's why some doctor will say, oh, wear faja. Some will say, don't wear faja. Some will say, wear the button. Some will say, wear the button. Some will say, get a binder. So when I read some stuff and I see how much revision happening, I see how many people are unhappy with their body and stuff. And then I see some people say, you know what, I am hearing so many things. I'm just gonna go with my doctor. First of all, doctor never tell you nothing. It's the coordinator. Just saying. Second of all, if you feel like, oh, there's too much things out there to listen to, I totally understand, but it makes sense to listen to somebody who they're a veteran in it, meaning that they've had surgery at least 5 years ago. Because at that time it's like, yo, them body already signed, sealed, delivered. How much time? At least 5 years, I would say, because I think even after like the year to 2 year, you don't even know how you're going to look if you gain weight. You don't know how you're going to look if you lose weight. There's so many different changes happening. You don't know how you're going to look when you're aging more. There's you don't know how you're about to go hold up. You don't know what going to really happen on us. You don't know if certain decisions or certain things that you basically did is going to not affect, but like change the results long term. So I do know there's a lot of information out there and all, but at the same time, it's like most times a doctor tell people madness when it come on to recovery. When it come on to the surgeries, I said it, I'll never, ever, 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 ever put my mouth in that. If the man said that you must get in the surgery, meaning anything of to do with like actually the surgical part of it, I cannot say anything because I don't know anything about it. But when I see a doctor, I hear another doctor, I'm a clinic, tell somebody, oh, you don't need compression for your arms after arm lipo because your hand is gonna swell. Your hand not swell already. Or when they say you don't need a faja with tummy tuck, you basically just need a binder. First of all, you lipo the person back most of the time, or you lipo, the stomach. So when you cut the belly and tell them they're not supposed to put on any compression garment and stuff, their back and their upper stomach is swollen as hell. So that's why them look puff. So again, I'm not telling anybody, oh, put on something, especially if you do that something okay, you have like your incision and so I'm not telling you to put on something that's going to irritate it or anything like that. But the same way how the binder can be over here, irritating it is the same way you can put on a faja, what not going to irritate it. Or there's so much things you can do. Because for me, if I was supposed to do a tummy tuck, right? Snatches life for me. What I would literally do is get like a long foam, and just basically just put it over the incision, like whatever bandage they put on me, let that stay, put it over the incision and put my faja over it so that way I know that okay, it's not getting touched at all. And then the crazy thing about it is that they would probably be like, Mimi 117, sorry. For one, I didn't bleach my skin. But two, if I wanted to bleach my skin and stuff, I would not be answering to you or nobody. So now bring that over here. So, anywho, so when it comes on to the TT and all of that, you don't have to worry about you're going to rip any incisions and all, because I see so many people who listen to what the doctor say, like don't wear any faja, and then rip stitches or they get infected, or so many different things happen to it and all. So again, when you kind of look on it, when you do tummy tuck and all, I think tummy tuck is always something where people, it's almost, I'm not gonna say it's like a facelift or getting like a facelift, but it's something that can make or break, the part. It's not like liposuction, you kind of suck out and then it's like, oh, like with tummy tuck and stuff, you take out skin, you're literally removing skin. So with that being said and all, it's kind of like, guys, tell me to plug in my phone in 5 minutes. 8:30 Eastern, tell me to plug in my phone. 6 minutes, sorry. So yeah, so with that being said and all, like you can definitely put on a faja. Definitely put on a faja. If when you're playing sports and if when you're playing sports and stuff and you get injured and they're telling you to put compression on it and stuff, you didn't like you didn't do any liposuction or anything like that, and they still tell you to compress it. So with that being said, even though it's a tummy tuck and all, definitely still put compression and it makes you feel better, guys, and definitely do the massage. It's better, you never need the massage. Who doesn't like a massage? Literally, who doesn't like a massage? All right, I should be receiving the same as our extreme compression on Saturday. Saturday, but think you receive it already. Oh, because they must send it down for you. Can I still wear the board at 6 months post? I want more compression. You don't have a waist trainer, Shanda. I need to drop 30 pounds by next week. Child, listen, me can't manage a Chantel. I'm 17 months post. How many hours a day would you recommend I wear my faja? What kind of result you're going for at 17 months post? How much that? A year and almost a half. What kind of result you're going for? Hey love, what do you think is a good BMI for fat curvy results for a lipo 360 and BBL? Okay, so honestly, this is how I kind of do BMI. Tell me your height, tell me your weight, and if you know at least your waist and hip measurement, tell me that. I don't do the BMI thing because you see, my 180 can look totally different from somebody else 180. So I rather to basically like have a vision of what you're working with, and I'll tell you, okay, lose more some, or you don't have to lose that much. At this point, I don't believe Kim K at all. Girl, listen. They're trying to like do this uproar about it, saying that what you call it, it's unhealthy and this. Listen, not everybody, like some people say, oh, if they're stressed, they go to the gym. Me stressed? I can't gym where? Why? If I am stressed and I'm eating, I say, you know what? It's because I'm stressed. That's why I need this food. So I don't know how people do it. I literally don't know how people do it. No, I don't have a wishes. I want their kid pick one, but they don't have. Why you never tell me, Shanda? We have them in store. I could have literally put one in the bag for you. Tomorrow I'm going to have the ready made them again listed. So tomorrow we'll figure it out. Most likely I'm gonna be going to the store. Love from Trinidad. Thank you. 30 days. Who that? 30 days. Okay, I no, I don't want to. All right, sorry guys, but me kind of lose track with some stuff I may talk about. All right, hold on. No, I don't want to a big butt. All right, what was the question with that? Right, girl. Literally, I was at the store. Remember me tell us that me packet something. What are the best results for non-surgical? The best results. I don't understand what you mean. The best results are the best product to work to wear. Sorry. Exactly. And then if they give a lot of info on the recovery, they won't go back. Yes, that's another thing too, because I'm not even gonna front like um when it comes on to the recovery, I wasn't ready. I was not ready, child. I tell people I was not in pain. I was not in pain, but I was in shock. The first surgery. I was in shock. I wasn't in pain, but I was in shock. I already had your faha. Thank you, diesel waist trainers. Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, I wanted to launch the workout jumpsuit and stuff. They actually came in. I'm actually looking at them right now. However, I think I want to fix one thing on it, and then I'll probably not probably I'll be launching it next week. I just want to fix one thing. I might just put it up for pre-order, but there's one thing I basically just want to make better. Thank you. I am that's IC26. Hey love, what do you think? Okay, answer that. Oh well, people rude, people sad. What should I do to get my butt more fluffy? What's your waist? What's your hip? And I can tell you there. Plug in it no. Oh, thanks. Well, because I have to be holding it. Yes, Nika. She has some great trainers. Some are on sale too. Thank you. Yes, Shanda, me know you wait. Me know you're waiting. Because the one with the bra and the sleeve is coming Monday. So I wanted to like get all of them and launch like 4 different types and all. The red and the black came in today and all. I'm kind of just showing a like a something, something. Showing the black. No, the wrong one. There's no one. The next pictures of my boobs out. Sorry, because I said this didn't have any bra. Chris and D's phones. Listen, is it possible to shop? As long as you can send us your measurements before we can check the system. Literally, I worked on inventory all the last week. I worked on inventory till me sick. Literally. I was going to bed at 5 in the morning. I was up 8 in the morning again. Not even 8, sometime after 7, because I had to drive to the store. Superstar 2742. So how long post are you? Does the faja makes the butt bigger? I don't sell BBL. Don't disconnect us, right? No, I was being sure. No, I don't sell a BBL. What happened is that if you get the butt out, your butt will appear bigger, but the faja not going to make your butt bigger. You can't just put on any form of material and it's just going to make your butt bigger. If that's the case, you wouldn't need a BBL. So no, what happened is that if you can get your waist smaller, it's going to make your butt and your hips appear bigger. So you can definitely get that silhouette, like a curvy silhouette. Oh, thank you. The my teeth miss some of them, so me not you want to show before it launch. Shana with the little waist, may I tell you? Is it ever too late for the faja as far as helping your shape? No, because even if you're not surgical, you can definitely get some form of, if you're wearing it every day and stuff like that, you're good. Like for me and all, like when it comes down to fajas, I am very greedy when it comes down to shape, which means that for me, I 100% want to look snatched to the god for the rest of my life. If I didn't want to be cremated when I die, I would have tell them to bury me in a faja. But um, I want to be cremated. So, with that being said, whether you're surgical, yes or no, you're going to see some form of result when you put on the faja. 3 weeks. Girl! Go and go sit down. Go on, go sit down. Literally, superstar Brit, go hold a seat and relax and take time. Go through your healing process. Okay? 3 weeks, your body have a lot more changes to go through. I know what happened, and we spoke about it that after surgery and stuff, like directly after surgery, if you're in like a lot of surgery groups, if you're looking at other people's results and stuff, and you look on yours and you keep on looking at it, it's going to basically look like, is either you go too big or too small. That's the reason why when I was doing my BBL, I asked Dr. Hazan, what is the maximum amount of fat you can put in there? 2000 cc? Okay, I'll take 2000 cc. I said, listen, I have thick thighs. And I said, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it, because if anything, I can go run it off. A lot of times people say, you know what, I don't want it too big. You know what happened? They have to go back again because they realize, I'm sure I get it a little bigger. You can't really tell certain people you don't want it too big. It's like, okay, be moderate. But right now, 3 weeks, I'm still gonna tell you to go sit down and give your body at 3 months, come back and come talk to me. 3 months time, yes. Right now, sit down and put on a waist trainer over your faja, or get a snatch faja if you don't have one from us yet. Simple as that. And literally, you watch your TV, watch your favorite stuff, them leave. Most of the surgery group them alone. I'm not gonna say all of them, but at least leave at least 90% of them alone, and just be patient. Okay? Okay. Yeah, Chris, you have no ways. Never heard of him. Never. How long do you wear your faja if you have a BBL? So this swelling really goes up to 3 months. Oh, Jardy, just to that. Hold on, Jardy. So the swelling really got up to over a year, but I would say like 3 months mark is good. Like 24/7 for the 3 month. When I hear people say they don't sleep in their faja, I'm like, but I think what happened is that them come out of them faja and then them stay out of it like 2 nights straight. Then what happened is that them can go back into the faja in order to sleep in it. And that's why it's best for you to basically go with a faja that what you call it, that from day one. Before you wake up in the fast, you're already used to that kind of compression in your midsection, so you get used to it. Because I'm telling you, man, when I had to come out of my faja to take a shower, and like just come out of the faja and you feel so compressed and nice. But when you take the shower and you come out and look at AC lick your skin swell. Do you have a clothing line specifically? Do you design jeans? If not, send help. Where do you buy your clothes from? So we do have a clothing line and all. However, I'm working on the next collection. However, with curvy girls growing so rapidly and all of that, like, I'm surprised me I have no gray hair yet. But when it comes down to jeans, for some reason, Zara jeans fit me. However, it's only one. Jesus, what is the line called? Sculpt or something like that works. My friend was telling me about this other brand called Mother. We saw it the other day at Neiman Marcus, and it feel like it have stretch. We just like the thing is with me and jeans, I don't like trying on jeans. Like jeans hurt my feelings because I'll take out the jeans off of the hanger and I will literally like give it some stretch and say yeah, it took a stretch, and then when I put my leg in it, my thigh it can't pass, so it just hurt my feelings. Or I used to probably say I fit size 8, and then I go and it's like for a particular pants you want to put me in at 12. So that's the reason I love the whole made to measure thing. I don't like the number, them they sound too big. So with that being said, I'm a size 8 in Zara. When I put on weight, I'm easily a size 10 to a size 12. However, the only one I can wear is the high waist sculpt. When it comes down to clothing, I wear mostly fit and flares, which means that the waist part, I wear a lot of skirts or a lot of dresses, but the hips, them loose, meaning them open like A-line type and stuff. That is like my thing. So I emphasize my waist, and then the clothing is not going to like, be snug on my hip and stuff. I just rather, for me, if you ask me waist, ass, or boobs, I'm gonna go with waist. And I'm definitely not a boobs person. I have a whole heap of it, but definitely not. Can you drive with a pillow? Girl, I can drive with anything, anything, or anything. When it comes on to whatever to make you comfortable with surgery. Anything. Like for me, I would have lowered my seat and put a pillow behind my back to basically put me up straight so that way my button and touch. Button and touch for nothing. Okay. Okay, that would be so fly if you did custom made jeans. Girl, jeans hard. Like honestly, jeans hard. Like I tried off a bit and stuff like 100%, but once I have time and stuff, I'm going to go back and do it and whatnot. But I want to do like more like the same way how I started the faja based on what I was looking for myself. When it comes down to the clothing and stuff, it's kind of like the same vibe and stuff. Like of course jeans and stuff, but it's like so much badass clothes to make it look like money. So yeah, I can't wait to show you my results for round 2, 30-day surgery. Yes, girl. I can't wait. I definitely can't wait. Definitely cannot wait. So first day, 100% I can go in your waist now. I figure this round too. Listen to me, curving man, them triple looking neck popping and jaw dropping. Yo, I can't manage yo. Hello, Emma. Order from you comes Monday. Yay! All right, I'll plug it in. I so far behind me there. All right, remember go back up. So I'm actually planning on going to Africa this year, and I can't imagine. I literally can't imagine. I remember when I was in Italy, and I think where was I? Where I was at? Did it happen at two train station? I think I was in Rome. Where's Pisa? Is it in Rome? No, Pisa is not in Rome. Wherever Pisa is, was that Tuscany? I think I was in Tuscany when I was in Italy. And let me tell you, man, I have a lot of Africans there. And I'm telling you, man, me and my ex will literally be followed. Literally be followed. So I cannot imagine this year going to Africa and summer. My mama tell us like, you know that this is the one thing, with Africans and stuff, people sleep on them. Sleep on them. When my African clients are buying and stuff, them come out. No, we watch the shows and watch all of that stuff and we know say, yo, them dep on the BBL trend too. But guess what? When me step out, I brought neck, be a wish eraser for her. Literally. Normally when I go on vacation, I either don't wear for her or wear St. A's traditional. Because you try look, you try turn to neck, but you don't try break no neck. Africa, broken, broke neck. Girl, that's happened to my sister now. Her faha, she got at the doctor office, which told her not to get his crap. And when she get Chrissy own, problem. Who is this plastic surgeon, BB, a Dr. Hazan. You're here, beautiful. Where can I purchase? Thank you. So I got it from here, Vivi. Curious, maybe near you. So I got it from here, Vivi. Let me put it on. Okay, I just posted. And the super cool thing about it is like it's glueless and stuff, and the lace on it is amazing because you don't even need to pluck it. Because I'm not a hair person, I'm not an influencer. Like it's a no, it's a no for me. I'm just a regular businesswoman, Just thank God enough to put on my lash and my eyebrow, and I can help myself with my makeup. Ready? Okay, I put it. Okay, well, makeup looks great. Where are you going? You don't have to be going anywhere to look fabulous, honey. Tomorrow is not promised, okay? On my lifestyle YouTube video, I literally said, listen, if I feel like putting on a ball gown and coming to sit down and do a YouTube video, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Because you know what happened? A lot of time we spend so much money on special outfit for a special occasion and it goes sit down in the closet. So, and for people like me who is a homebody are always working, it's literally sitting in my closet. So I'm so happy that I have the lifestyle channel now. So that way I can literally, when I'm doing my collect Chinas, so when I'm doing like my China collection, I'm coming out in a ball gown. That's how I feel. High tea. That's how I feel. So you don't have to wait on a special day to like get this way. It's gonna look good. You feel good. It's gonna step in our room, the energy shift because you're coming a different energy. Literally today, I got glammed up probably like 3 times this week. And I said, you know what? I literally going to wake up every single morning early and I'm going to do this. So me I tell myself right now. But it make us feel like say, yeah. She's going to Brittany child, that's the destination. Yes. um Chris, can you customize a waist eraser without the latex for me? Or would that be the same as the Saint Azer I'm getting? It would literally be the same as the waist eraser you're getting. However, I might have a little solution for you. But we may have to go test it on you. You would have been the lab rat for that. Because what happened is that, let me pull it. Sorry, guys. Oh, shit. So the new products I'm telling you guys that I'm launching, So for example, right? This is going to be one of the jumpsuits that I told you about. Everybody can see it both on the stream and on here. However, inside it has the fabric over the latex. So maybe we can probably put more fabric over the latex and all, so you can actually test it to see, so that way the latex isn't actually touching your skin. Because I have quite a bit of clients who actually is allergic to latex and all, and it hurts them that they're not able to get the waist eraser. So maybe we can definitely test this, because again, I said this is going to be the workout jumpsuit. This is actually the short thigh one. We did one in the white also, but of course, the white go and get a little bit messy with some people. And then we also have it in the black. So the fabric on it is super. It's like I'm gonna say no. It's like a spandex, but very strong spandex, not spanks, spandex. Okay. Girl, you're so inspirational. Your work ethic is unmatched, and I know you're going to achieve all of this. Aw, thank you, Jordy. Listen, the video that I'm probably going to give you and giving you the link to the lifestyle channel, because I'm telling you, I was like, I'm made it about. Like, honestly. But I was like, because the thing is, I don't like mixing. You know, some people, everything they put on their business page and stuff like that is like, oh, if they actually buy a bag juice, gone. Like for me, I'm like, yo, I'm not selling that. You understand? I don't feel like be like, oh, you gotta buy. No, I'm not that person. But I 100% always said, like, I don't want to be somebody who have a platform and the only thing I basically just use it for is basically just products and stuff. Like I would feel like I'm doing a major disservice. Like you can ask Carla. So Carla actually come from my personal page. I'm friend with her cousin. So that's how Carla even know about my business and stuff like that. And you can ask Carla who Christina is on our personal page and who Christina is on the business page. It's two different Christina. Because of course, you know, like I'm very opinionated with a business, yes or no. So normally I'm on my personal page, either just saying things where is either going to get intimidated or motivated. Most people don't like that. So that's just who I am as a person. You know, like I just listen, we all can be great. So yeah. Where's the pink? Over there, so I'm tired. You soon get it. You need to wear this hair color more. Thank you. Honestly, it take me a little, like sometimes I look at them and say, I feel like it's too bright. But I think it probably does need to grow on me. I maybe take out my little contacts. I'm a contacts that go on today, you know. That go on. They have this huge mansion. Let's not talk about that tonight. What next time? Thanks, but I don't think the hair company was pinned. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Stroll up for the thing. What you call it? Stroll back up for the and see if you see it. If you don't see me, put it again. For real, Chrissy, I need to wear this hair color more. Tongues. That's gorgeous. Where's the pink? It soon come. Don't worry. Don't worry. No worry. We're going to the brown because I know a lot of people are asking about brown. She's different on her personal page. And I just feel I feel anxiety even combining it, but at the same time, I'm like, yo, there's so many things that people could be learning and stuff. It's like we're so much more than our ass. We're so much more than our ass. It's when you have a brain, you know, literally like use your brain. It's like your brain run your ass don't run your brain. You know, like because a lot of people ask me sometimes like, oh, you know, how does your life change after getting a BBL, or how has the dating game changed? And I'm like, to be honest and stuff like that, like look how much girl string bean pulling, look on Amber Heard, and look she pull Elon Musk. The girl have no kind about no kind. So it's all a lot of things, most things in the mind. But if you guys want to talk about that, you gotta tell me you want to talk about it. Cause me really I work on phone the time. Watch niceness with nice fahas. Yes. You look nice and you color nice. Thank you. Thanks to the male of America. Dark as cat eye and stuff like that. Having my contacts and stuff. Take off roof. Did hot as hell. Boy, I know some get sunburn today. But listen, it was a vibe. It was a vibe outside. It was a vibe. I like how she motivates people, but some insecure people find it intimidating. Oh yes, girl. Most people don't like me. Thank God I am Jamaican and I raised the way how I raised. You know, people kind of like to get spoon feed, and people like when, being around other mediocre people. And most people don't like the truth. As I've always said, I said, your belly big, and you say, you know, my belly big is a problem. No, your belly flat, and you're like, oh, you're acting so much, acting brand new. But if you say your belly big, they must say me too. Like people just weird. Like people just like when they just been negative together. I just been miserable together. That's not me. And 100%, I've lost. Not they're not friends, but I have lost. Not lost. Like a whole heap of people on my follow, man. Whole heap, who more people, probably like 90% of people. But better for me. No what I know. Okay. All right, let me see. Please assist. Hey Chrissy, please assist. Assist with one. Hey Bernice. Listen, pink is my favorite color. My wedding dress was pink, so for real. Oh my god, you need to send me pictures. So funny thing about it, I wear a lot of pink. Like my nails is always in pink and stuff. I went out to get my nails done today and stuff. But actually, army green is my favorite color. But pink look nice for me. We just have certain things that just look nice for me. Sorry for who is not Jamaican. Thank you. Listen, everybody like the ear. No. You know what? The moment everything that was spotting me for that, and I actually like start showing the lifestyle stuff, I'm going to actually give away one of them with here. I'm going to give away it. Yeah, we're going to literally raffle it or something like that. Even like this charity, I'm actually getting ready to start doing it and stuff where every month we can basically choose somewhere, and I don't have any problem giving the money on my own and stuff like that. There's so much things I want to do. It's just not enough time, and then when you're trying to build your team and stuff like that, is like, yeah, but we'll get there. I place an order and need help. All right, don't worry about it. Hold on, let me put it here, Vivi. Let me put it again. Catch it this time, Catch it. Okay. All right, up here. So good night, Chrissy and Christina and all. Yes, I'd like to hear more about your dating experience and advice, girl. You don't want another SRM, you're gonna be single for the rest of your life. You're gonna be single for the rest of your life. You're gonna be single. You don't want any dating advice from me, okay? Because it's so crazy. The other day, I was at the beach, and where I live, it's a lot of creme de la creme who lives in the same building. You see, me, even when me did broke, meaning even when I was broke, it was always champagne taste and beer budget. You can't tell me nothing. Because they know that the only thing I need is two stick. And I just give me two stick. Let me find a man to give me two stick. And I'm going to turn that into a mansion. They thought I was playing. That's what I did. No. I remember, he came, like this guy tried talking to me 4 times. First of all, I don't know people. If you're a popular figure, me, now I'm going to know you. Because me, staying in my house, working. I don't care about people and stuff like that. You understand? So 4 times, this dude tried talking to me. The first time he says, "You don't see me?" So me, I'm like, "Do I know you?" Roll my eyes and walk away. Come here, say, "Sir, me live in the same building. Second of all, you live on a lower floor. So why me have to see you? Me not friendly. Plus at the time I was coming from an unfriendly city where we don't talk to each other, so let me keep it worse. So I remember now when we actually talking, he came to the beach, and him actually finally realized I'm not the one or the two. So he actually came up and actually found some sense and introduced himself and stuff, and actually started talking to me decent. And he's like, "Oh, every time I see you, I try to talk to you, you don't respond and stuff like that." I said, "Listen, I'm not one of these Miami girls. I said, when you see somebody and all, you don't assume that they're one of these influencers or one of these party girls based on their body type, because that is something that does happen a lot, especially here in Miami. When you look a certain way, them think you belong to the street. Because they must say, oh, people who stay in, they're not normally, they don't normally have the body type. So that's the reason why for me, I didn't have my measurements. Don't so we'll do a video call with you tomorrow to take your measurements. So that's the reason for me. Go, you have the red jumpsuit, workout jumpsuit. Yes, yes, I do. Sorry, hold on. Let me try stroll down because it non-stroll. Oh my god, a safari on day. All right, let me go that down. So again, remember, I don't know people. Right? I don't know people. So I said to him, like, when you meet someone, you say hi. Whatever time of the day it is, you put good in front of it. And you say, I'm Tom. What's your name? Don't come up to me and say, oh, what's your Instagram? Don't come up to me and say, what's your number? Don't come up to me and ask me if I'm going to live Sunday night. Don't do that. Don't assume because I'm a black woman with the shape I have that I don't have standards or that I am hungry. Because I always say, see, I'm a body fat, I ain't missing no meals. The way how this ass fat, obviously not missing no meals. All right, me eat too much at this point. So we're just there talking, and him kind of like calmed down, and he said to me, oh, I'm very feisty. So he says to me, oh, the way how if it was someone, if it was one of my friends and stuff, they would have been gone. I said, well, birds of a feather flock together. It only shows the friends that you keep. He's like, yeah, but I'm here with you though. And I said, okay. So, anyways, he's there talking and whatever. We started going in a debate, like 3+ hours going in a debate and stuff. I asked him, like, oh, what does he do? He said he's an artist. And I'm like, okay, like, what you do? He's like, no, I won't tell anybody because this, that, and the other, whatever. I'm like, nigga, I don't care. Like, to be honest, I don't care. We live in the same building. You know more than me. Plus, me a girl. So eventually, kind of just talk cool and stuff. And I said to him, he's saying that he's a man and stuff like that. And I said, they don't make man no more. So that's the point I was trying to get to. I said, remember one time he's like, no, he's a lion. I said, no, more like a puss. I don't think they make lions anymore. I think they're making cats. No, cats is basically on a rampage. I think you see like how COVID just a bird some weird things. I think COVID has what would I call no genocide lions and basically have the kids, not kids, cats. What I find in the dating world today, and you guys can let me know if I'm wrong. And as I said, if you listen to me, you're going to be single forever. I don't believe in settling. I don't want to be the man in my relationship, but I'll never wait for somebody to feed me. Hear I say? I don't want to be the man in the relationship. And I will never settle. And I will never wait for a man to feed me. What I realize in the world that we live in today, you're basically going to have to give up on two or on one in order to be in a relationship. And that will never happen. Never happen. Never gonna happen. The reason why I said this is this, right? He's full of himself. He's like a big record label executive and whatever. He was legit. Like I came and I Googled and stuff. I'm like, oh shit. And I'm here telling the man he should know his audience. He has like some of the biggest freaking stars signed to him. But I'm like, what the hell does that have to do with me though? His coins, a lot of times people are like, yo, this man is a big baller. He's a how much hundreds of $1 million millionaire. How much of the million he's giving you? How much? How much? He got 10 cars. Is he gonna give you one? Put it in your name. No. So what's the damn sense? If somebody have something you're not getting anything out of it, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. That would be like me talking about how many McDonald's I eat and stuff and how much money McDonald's have, and the only thing I can get from McDonald's is burger. What is the sense? So let's bring it back. Hold on, the phone on charge. One I'm lucky at 5% the body. Okay. My personal page is so Chrissy. So underscore, so SOO underscore KRISSY underscore. I normally don't give it out, but I'd say I'm going to give it out now. I think God using me. It's been on my heart heavy to actually post it. Hold on, me, I try to start the phone. All right, guys. So, okay. So what I realize is this, right? The mentality that I had for relationships is completely different. And not only that is like we live in a world right now where a lot of men, I'm not a feminist by the way, I'm just being a realist. A lot of men, they're basically called a man not because of how they take care of their responsibility, but because how they actually because of their genitals. That's literally it. Because of their genital. A lot of women will be in marriages and stuff, and they'll be like, "Oh my God, Christina, when are you getting married?" And I'll be like, "You don't let it look good. You don't let it look fun." Because a lot of times and whatnot, I realize that most women they dumb themselves down in order to stand next to a man. And if God put everything that He put in me, and when I find a man, I have to literally become a fraction of myself in order to stand up with this person. God never said it for me. Sound like me, I pray the devil in the ear too. Because for me, when a man says, and again, guys, I'm not a feminist. I'm best believe I am not saying that I want to change a light bulb or I want to throw the garbage. Thank God where I live now, the trash chute is literally in my condo. But what I am saying is this: my respect has to be earned. I am a strong woman, not because I wanted to, but because I had to. So if I meet you and stuff like that, for me to put my entire life in your hands, I have to be able to trust that you're going to handle my life the way how I would handle it. No, you just can't be a man and basically say you are going to basically handle it. But then at the same time, you don't have any track record of showing you're going to handle it. So I have to basically like, you don't have to talk. Show me from experience. All right. So what I realize is that men is like, oh, be successful, but not too successful. Or, you know, you can do a little business over there, but how their business blow up? Why should I have to become a fraction of myself in order for a man to feel better about himself? Men, like the more for me too, sometimes it's me, sometimes most time it's me. If somebody asks me, sometimes some dudes try me. They're like, oh, so where do you live? And I'm like, oh, I tell them the city. Oh, them probably talk about like a rinky dink building in the place. But sometimes it want to lick them chip. I don't tell no lie. Sometimes I lick them chip, especially when them think them are the man, lick them chip and telling them, oh my God, that is my dream building block. First of all, I'm gonna use the word dream. You're older than me. I still use dream. You're supposed to have goals, what you're getting up actively working for. Second of all, is when they realize say you're just not an earhead and stuff like that. They'll be like, oh, they basically think women can be too ambitious. If a man is going to tell me that I can be too ambitious, they cannot be the man for me. Any man who even say a woman is too ambitious don't have no ambition. Because in a life, there's ups and downs. If you're the man right now and you're the breadwinner and stuff like that, right, and everything good, God forbid something happens and your money gone down, if your woman wasn't basically being the plan B or the backup plan, what you guys do? I am not downgrading my life in nothing because guess what? I've never had to downgrade my life. I've always upgraded my life because I always had control over whatever I wanted to work for. And that's why I said when it comes down to me and basically putting my life in somebody's hands, excuse me, that 100%, I have to see that you're about that life. I have to see that you're 100% about that life. How about an older man in his 40s? Okay. When it comes down to age and stuff like that with men and dating and all, What I have found is that a lot of guys who did not settle down in their 20s and 30s, they're trying to play catch up in their 40s. And for me, I personally don't like that. It's either them act too young or they've experienced so much that the things that I didn't get to experience and stuff, they're not going to want to do. I 100% love traveling. I'm extremely spontaneous. I don't even like booking trip. Like, let's just fly tonight or fly tomorrow if you feel it. Because tomorrow is not promised or anything like that. I find that a lot of them and stuff, they're not with that. You know, them kind of stuck in them ways because, again, they're older and all of that. Again, I'm not going to say every guy around that age is that way. But for me and stuff, that is how I'm seeing it. The next thing about it and all, I don't want to date anybody who already have a child. The reason for that, I live in America. So most likely I'm gonna date somebody who's not Jamaican. And the way how Jamaican upbringing is when it comes down to discipline, I don't want nobody pit me, call police for me. You see, if I bring that child for 9 months, whatever I want to do with that child, I 100% can do with that child. So I rather to date people who don't have kids. So when I get to a certain age group, or the guys that you're trying to date, if they're at a certain age group and whatever, it's a problem. The next thing about it, I'm very straightforward. Sorry, I just have to skip out a lot of them. The next thing about it, I am a straight shooter. I am like, the first date to me is like an interview. We're not waste each other time. I know 100% what I'm looking for. You know 100% what you're looking for. Don't sugarcoat it or anything like that. But as I said, what I realize is that most men nowadays, they are intimidated by a woman who have her own things. They are. If they have more than you, they're not intimidated. But what might happen is that they might feel like they want to dumb you down. If you have more than them, even if it's like not even by much, just to know that you have something for them, it's like, oh, you're not going to have any ears. So, and especially if you look good and all, they just can't manage it. Like, honestly, they just can't manage it. Let me turn the AC on. Because you're still swollen. That's why it's still crease. For a successful woman, it's very much harder to date because the majority of men puss these days are intimidated by women's success and when the role is played. Exactly, that's exactly what I said. I say, you know what is so funny? Let a man get up and say he wants to sell water bottle on the street. We as women, we're there with him selling it. We're there with him selling it. You as a woman, you get up and you say you want to go back to school or you want to go sell the water bottle. Oh, why you want to sell that? Or you come up with an idea and they say, yeah, the moment they see that you're actually going for it, they say you don't have any time for me no more. You don't this, you don't that. And for me, to be honest on all, I rather to date up. I mostly date up. Date up no mean that, mostly no mean that, oh, maybe I date somebody who are broke. Like even I was broke, I wasn't talking to a broke dude. I would never talk to a broke dude because it's like, yo, listen, birds of a feather flock together, you don't want to track it. Even when I was broke, I wasn't talking to no broke dude. So, and again, it doesn't mean it's a choice. Everybody have a choice. That's what I choose. Because again, it's like, yo, I'm gonna like struggle. I just don't like struggling. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. I like to be around people who could teach me something. When I was broke, I would date up, which mean that I would learn things. That's how I end up having excellent credit. That's how me basically, you know, that's how everything. That's even how like curvy girls even like get a push. That's literally how everything, I'm the person who quit my job and fly to Paris. My 1 month anniversary was actually in Paris with my ex. So I don't play. And on the first date and stuff, a lot of, especially nowadays, no many turn on the AC. Sorry for everybody who is on the studio. 1 second, I'm just going to turn my AC on. But I'm just gonna talk on Instagram at the same time. A lot of times, what's the auto turn on? A lot of times people will say to me like, certain things I'm not supposed to say on the first date because I would scare the person off. I said, well, it wasn't for me then. Because if I can scare you off, basically telling you 100% what I want and what I think, what I'm looking for can throw you off or turn you off. You're not the man for me. It's as simple as that. You're just not the man for me. And I think a lot of women nowadays are desperate. Like they just want to say they have a man. But for me, I'm not going to be lying about the man that I'm with. Which means that if he doesn't treat me the way how I want to be treated and stuff, he cannot be my man. And that's the reason I tell people is like I make sure that I treat myself how I want to be treated. So when a man come, the only thing he can do for me is buy me a private jet, buy me a mega yacht. That's it. I make sure 100% I give myself every single thing possible that I want. So when a man come to me, no man can ask me what me bring to the table. That's one thing for me and stuff like that. Can't ask me what I bring to the table. And even when I used to be broke, I tell man, so listen, right now, I might not have it financially, but I have the ambition. And if I get the two stick, them can't hold me. And I'm telling you, I literally got my two sticks in what? 2016? 2000, no, I lie. In about 2016, 2017, 2017, 2018. And them could have hold me. I don't know. So when it comes down to stuff and all, it's like, yo, I'm not going to waste my time going on numerous dates with people. So what we talk about on the first date, I literally look at it and say, yo, when I go on a job interview, you think you're going to basically say, you know what, I'm not going to tell them about my greatness right now and what I could bring to the job. I'm just going to just waste the people time. You're not get the job. You're not get called back. And again, when it comes down to it where you know yourself, you know what you like and stuff like that. You know what you like. You just don't care. You know, like you're not doing anybody anything wrong. You know you're a good person. You believe in yourself and all of that stuff. You know that you're an asset to someone. So then why am I going to settle? I know a lot of men who are like filthy rich and all, and they have their woman and stuff, whether it's the wife or a girlfriend or something like that. And it's like, yo, them cannot even open their mouth with any ambition. As soon as them open their mouth with any ambition and stuff like that, the person basically like, discourage them and all and be like, oh, you don't need this. But it's like something named divorce and something named breakup and something named, I'm not gonna keep asking you for anything. Because if I tell people should have said, listen, I personally couldn't be a stay-at-home wife. It doesn't mean that there's nothing wrong with stay-at-home wives. I tell people straight up, and that's one thing I make sure I tell them when on the first date. First date, we talk all of them things because, sir, gas expensive. I can't be affording to waste my gas. It's when me beat down, it take time. And my clothing, may I waste it if I'm basically coming out with you for what? I could I eat any restaurant I want to eat. So not like say I do not for me in a food. Like literally my time is the most precious thing right now. So I make sure I tell them that from day one that I would never be a stay-at-home mother. It's just not going to happen. And they look at me crazy and stuff. I said, listen, the biggest thing about it is that as a woman, we kind of have this thing where we feel guilty for things that we know darn well. Say, it's really not us, and we're really not supposed to feel like that. I think when people become stay-at-home mom, them just feel like say, every single thing they need to be responsible for because that is the least them can do. I don't like that feeling to know that, you know what, at least I'm not working. So make sure so this and make sure so that. I not make sure so don't get me no feel like that or that me no feel like. Like a lot of women and stuff, as soon as the man basically pull in and whatever, them they at the door with them in shoes. The only way me go there at the door with the shoes is me a beg something. Literally, I said something big. And again, I'm not saying that certain things they cannot do, but I don't want to feel obligated. I don't want to see the kid crying, and then I feel like, oh my God, I have to go figure out if it's make sure I'm stop crying because I'm still no. At first, I think I could have do it like years ago and stuff, but then I realized it's a no for me. The second thing about it, I always say the face that man use, look yo, that's not the face he's going to use when he's leaving you. These men nowadays, they are not. I don't know about who sent fentanyl in Canada, but probably you can Google it. The only one I know is in Miami. You see. What did I say? What the last thing I said? You can do the extreme compression natural charm. But yeah, So for me, I think I could have do it, but then I said, you know what, it's a no for me. These men, after a divorce, they don't want to leave you in the same. I don't sell it. They don't want to leave you in the same lifestyle that them put you in. That's the biggest thing. I would never want to sit with a man just because of me losing out on the life. I don't want to do that. I don't want to sit with nobody. I don't want to sit with nobody, period. I want to have a voice. At the same time, having a voice, I want to have someone that I know that when he's leading, he's not leading from a place of being manipulative. He's leading from a place as a team and as a partnership. Most guys nowadays, they don't believe in that. They believe, say, yo, me are the man. A lot of women who sit down beneath man and literally take mediocre and bare minimum from these men, them can out here literally demolish stuff. Demolish stuff. But sometimes you put yourself with the wrong person and all of that, yo, them can literally throw you off. So that's why I said, listen, if you listen to me and I'm gonna date nobody, child, you're gonna literally be single forever. Because to me, if me see a flag, it's because it's a flag. You know, sometimes people are like, oh, but you're getting to know him, like, don't take it personal. Me take it personal. You don't even need to do something. Let me feel. Let me feel. Let me feel. And it's like, it's done for me. So yeah, you don't want to listen to me. And again, it's just because I know that, you know, I never ask nobody for something that I can't give myself. And that's also, you know, in regards to, you know, who I am as a person, my personality and stuff. So I am like, I'm coming through without red flags. So why the hell you are come with the whole freaking country of flags? The next thing I realize, men lie. Lie. And they lie, especially when you're successful. Especially when you're successful. Sir, it's a simple background check. A simple background check. You don't live where you say you live. The little yellow tag on the back of your car don't match your birth date. So, yeah, girl, let's just get out here. Get out. I'm going to Dubai. Hello, I'm married, but my husband understands me. Awesome. You're one of the lucky one. Just and then not only that, even the next thing too. I always say, thank you. I always say sometimes these men when you even look on it with the whole marriage thing and stuff like that, it's like yo, them want to basically jump through a hoop of fire with broken glass to prove that you are worthy. First of all, sir, you literally give me one house, me turn it into one home. You give me sperm, me can make a baby. And you go tell me, say, me must prove myself to you why me worthy. And then what hot is like a lot of times then basically pick up some woman and stuff like that and basically feel like, so, oh, you know, I remember this dude had said this to me. Say, I remember saying to him, like, you know, a lot of men basically pick up earheads, right? Or them be like, oh, I don't care what the woman have to bring to the table. Them rather feel and bring nothing. And I said, if this is somebody who is mega successful or a successful man, when he's stressed about something with business or, you know, he doesn't understand something and he needs to have voice his opinion, imagine you cannot even turn to your partner and basically say to them and get some advice. So he says, oh, what if that's what they, probably that's not what they married them for. I said, you're going to marry to someone who literally don't even have one working brain cell and think that is fine. I say, you know what? The crazy thing about it is that after you guys marry women like this, then you literally get them knocked up and then you have one big old dumb offspring. You wonder why your kid don't have no sense. This is the woman who you freaking chose to freaking raise the kid. Because if you're a businessman and all, especially if you're successful, you're not going to be at the house that much. So when you basically choose a woman who's a hairhead, and the only thing she's going to have to bring to the table is literally just feeling like, so, yo, everything you think she's supposed to fix. But at the same time, she don't have one working cell in her head and all, where you expect you're going to teach a kid. And that's the reason why I said, for me, when it comes down to relationships and dating and stuff like that, it is way bigger than love for me. It's partnership. It is power. What we can be. I'm telling you straight up, I do not want to lead. I am not a feminist. But I want to know that I'm with a man who basically can be the head and I be the neck, if that is the case. Shield me if that is the case, but you know, say, yo, me are the secret weapon when it comes on to anything. That is literally how I see it. When I think about a kid, I don't think about a kid with a man. Meaning, whatever I see from my child, I don't think that, oh, I need to find a man in order for my kid to get that. No, I have to 100% be able to give my kid that on my own. Just in case the man get up one day and change his mind. Or God forbid the man pass. Then what happened? Maybe basically I tough it out. Listen, once I see the light, I can't go back in the darkness. And best believe, as I said, I'm Jamaican, I don't kiss ass and I don't beg. And I'm very feisty. So with that being said and stuff, don't listen to me dating advice, girl. You're going single for the rest of your life. Don't do it. Don't do it. Thank God I am busy as hell working. And again, it's like, listen, I do talk to people and stuff. It's just that I get bored easily. And not even bored, me just need some spot. Listen, that's probably one of the reasons why a lot of men don't. You know, a lot of these men nowadays, they'll hate and successful woman, but yet them actually get up and work for everything we have dearly. And Mother Man says me and it's not you. That is literally what it is. It's not that I'm too ambitious or whatever, it's just mad. That is not you. If me and my hubby were ever to split, the next man have a huge shoes to fill because I'm literally spoiled rotten. Exactly. Girl. Love ain't giving you anything but pain. I have learned that the hard way. Listen, when it comes down to the whole love stuff and all of that, like I just think that oh my God, sorry, I sent that request by mistake. 100% I do, I have been in love. I am going to be in love and all of that stuff. But my thing is like it just can't be that alone. As people in love and living at the ghetto right now, don't ever have one thing a sardine. Me, my love returning, I hate this all. Because to me, in order for me to be in love with you, I have to have peace. And if we don't have things and we're not, demolishing goals together, what are we doing? Literally, what are we doing? So for me, it's like you have to be bigger than love. You literally have to be bigger than love. Like right now, I already told you guys, snatch his life. Suppose no more gonna do some liposuction. I can't even look on him. I literally can't even look on him to even buy me a for her. No, ho. Lady Saw did have a song say, backers and hungry belly don't agree. And it's true. And it is true. Underscore love underscore Lee. We set up a video call with you to basically do your measurements and see if the leg is turned properly. If the leg is turned properly, it still doesn't fit. We check the measurements you submitted. If the measurements you submitted is the same measurement, 100% we remake it, no problem. If the measurements that you submitted is completely different from what you measure and stuff like that, then it would not be a production issue, and that's when you would not get a refund. We're not holding on to anybody's money. We sell almost tens of thousands of and stuff like that. If you haven't done a video call yet, we can set you up with a video call tomorrow to basically double check the measurements. We're not holding on to our soul money. So if you want, you can go ahead and send me a DM. As soon as I get off of this, I'll basically have them set you up with the video consultation for tomorrow. No, girl, I guess we are going to be nuns together. Let me know when is your trip to Rome, to the Vatican. Love is good, but it's a fun. Yes. I think a lot of people don't really talk about, like long-term relationships and stuff. And when you're basically going through certain things on your own, you basically feel like you don't have anybody to talk to because you're going to look like, oh, so you think not crack up for the way you think you're going to be because nobody really complains. The next thing about it, I don't think that a lot of times we're actually in love with people. I think a lot of times we're in love with who the person can be and what we think people perceive us as. Because, for example, I always say, if you're a person who is not done with yourself yet, you cannot be in love. Because what happens if you keep working in yourself and you keep growing, 9 out of 10 your partner not gonna really grow with you. And on top of it is like once you grow, you basically see things differently, which means that you're going to come off like kind of like you change. So then what happens is that certain things I would normally do, what wouldn't really irritate you, no, all of a sudden you're going to irritate you because you're going to feel like, so, yo, I can be doing way much better than this. Like so much things going to literally go through your brain and whatnot, and then you're going to probably feel like, oh, That's why sometimes people are like, oh, we grew apart, or things change, or some people be like, oh, she get her business and she switch up. Yeah. So that's the reason I tell people like, yo, it's when I have my kid cannot bring home any man to me unless them go around the world a few times, get them heart stamp up on, build themselves and all, and then them can bring home somebody to me. When my kid is in high school, especially senior, if them tell me them have a high school boyfriend, me I switch them school. Because you're not gonna go tell me that you are trying to go to the same school that your boyfriend is going. Because when you and your boyfriend go to college and him cute and the older girl them do this to start suck him dingaling from the back, him gone. No, you're a cheap lick. Waste up my money for school. No, it's not happening. It's not happening. You have to know yourself first before you can give yourself. That is something that I truly, truly, truly believe in. Because sometimes when you come from a place of lack and you go into a relationship when you're in the place of lack, you will view the person completely different. You see, the moment when you're not in that place of lack, you're not going to look on that man the same. And that's the reason why a lot of women we deal with some little old man. And then them think shot now and then they want the man no more. Because what they're with the men for is financial gains, but know that them can get them own self financial gains. They don't want this person anymore. So that is literally what I think. I think that of course, love is a super beautiful thing, but not every day like the person. That's the next thing is not every day like the person. And that's why, after my long-term relationship where I was actually we were living together, um, when I came out of that relationship and I grew significantly. And one of the things that I said is like my partner has to have his own life. I know that most women them want them man for literally itch and pan them side. Me, no honey. No. It's mandatory for him to go on at least 3 boys trip a year. It's mandatory. I am your wife. I am not your best friend. And I get it. How much people going to be like, no, your man's supposed to be your best friend. Listen, you will get Clyde. You will get Clyde. And not only you will get Clyde, if you understand that for who is not Jamaican, what happens is that you must make people miss you. Right? You must make people miss you. The next thing about it, you need to have your own life. You need to have your own life. You're supposed to, like for me, when I become a mother, I'm not just a mother. I'm not just a wife. I'm not just one thing. If me and your best friend, you're my husband, we have business together, Jesus Christ, we both go get tired of each other. We're not even have to sugarcoat it. We're both going to get tired of each other. And then basically we just going to nag each other until this is going to mess up the relationship. So for me, and not only that, I like keeping my life still. I'm not a road tete, even when I'm single or in a relationship. That's not me. But I don't want to feel guilty when I'm going to go out with my friend. I don't like it. And for me, I know some people might be like, yo, man, I met my man. Go and know how much boy strip. Listen, anything that he can do behind my back, he's supposed to be able to do it in front of my face. You see, if he's out there doing something bad, it's his loss. All right? His loss. Is either if he was going to do something on a boy trip, he was going to do it, period, or he's been doing it. I'm not in the business of raising no grown-ass man or watching no man. I don't have the time for that. But what I know for a fact and whatnot is that I have learned so much that, relationship not cracked up to be what people act like it's cracked up to be. And I think the way how I would get my relationship to be what it's supposed to be is by communication. Thank you, Natural Charm. It's by communication. Journey me, not just for looks, but brain power. Exactly. It's by communication, which means that we need to have life. I'm not gonna say we can't talk to each other about anything or everything. 100% I believe in that. But don't drop a childhood friend for me because me not drop mine. All right? Me not dropping mine. The brain cell you use to study your hobby, you could have started another business. Exactly. 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 Exactly, girl. Ain't nobody got time for that. I ain't got it. I don't have it. So that's the reason why I'm saying, the dating game out there crazy. Literally crazy, crazy, crazy. And not only that, it's like You know, for me, I'm a percentage person or I'm a numbers person and all. And I know the kind of woman that I am. I'll tell her do straight up, I'm high maintenance. High maintenance. The other day we were talking, and I'm basically gonna call the job names. I'm not gonna call the guys. And I remember we were at the beach, and a lot of guys were there. Not a lot of guys, but a good amount. And but everybody there is somebody. And one of them was an NFL player. He was very nice. He was very nice. Not the typical NFL player how them would normally go on. If you didn't tell me, because again I don't know people. And one of the other guys there was from Saudi Arabia, and he was saying something about marry or something like that. And I think he was joking, but he said, oh, he would give me he would want to have like multiple wives. And I said, multiple wives? He's like, yeah. So I said, multiple wives in Miami? He's like, yeah. I said, well, that's not going to work for Miami girls. So he said, what do you mean? So I said, first of all, if a woman here who have sense is okay with you basically having multiple wives and stuff, come on, come off. I'm gonna block you off, fire. Here, take off people. Trying to get my sister off. I can't get her off. She may not have nothing to do. She is. Anyways, so I basically said to him that if he's basically willing to have, say, 3 households, if that is the case. He says, no, he would have all of them live in the same house. I said, no, that's not how it works. If you basically want to have 3 wives, you have to be able to maintain all 3 equally. So, for instance, if you have one house, that's a 5-bedroom, the second wife have to get a 5-bedroom, the third wife have to get a 5-bedroom and different, properties and stuff. He's like, no, he wouldn't want to waste up all of that money. So I said, that means you can't afford to have 3 wives then. You can't expect to want to have those kind of luxury and stuff and cannot, do all of that. So then I think when we were there talking and stuff, I said something about, he said something, he's like, oh, how much money would I want a month? I said 100 grand. And I said, that's still on the lower end. So then the guy now asked me, oh, if some women really would want 100 grand. I said, hell yeah. So I said, for instance, it's like if you're dating somebody and all who, them lifestyle that's different and all, and I basically like did some maths with him. I'm like, yo, that's 80 grand, that's gone right there. And then I said, that's my thing and all. You can't expect to want to treat people certain way and do certain things that is non-traditional, but you want to literally handle them the traditional way on a budget. That don't make any type of sense. If a woman, especially who is not Muslim, and some Muslim women is not with that, because I have Muslim friends who, they're not with that. You can't expect that. And I said, that's the thing is like, most time, them dudes here want literally find a budget friendly girl them and put them in a the non-traditional crazy life and stuff. But that's literally all. The girls then get nothing. Literally nothing. Because I know when I was in Dubai and stuff, like, of course, you see the man with how much wives and all of that, but all of the wives, them basically have on them crocodile Birkin. The only thing you can probably see is their eyes. Some of them, you cannot even see them eyes and just put the sheer cloth in them over there. We call it the hijab. Hijab. I think so. So yeah. 250 grand for them stress there. Exactly. Exactly so. Can't wait. Thank you. I'm fine up to take off a man. My sister too fast, I don't like when she in my business. Okay, took her off. All right, we can keep the question rolling. I was on that question a long time. No message that. No she ever message me. Bruh. Big lifestyle pan low budget. Exactly, girl. I'm not about that life, period. Period. But he was like, oh, he's gonna give me a camel or something. I'm like, child. Let's talk about the billionaire women. Who that? I guess that's why see that's why Oprah not married. I always say look how much years she did with the man not married. Not married. And I think that if I'm dating somebody who says so the person make like a million or a little bit under. Well, million, it depends on the ambition and how old he is. Um Certain people I probably just do a commitment ceremony and call it a day, yeah. Cause I don't want nobody literally come try to take $1 them I'm work so hard for. So yeah, like I'm not even gonna front and whatnot. It's like no. Because I think you'd have to make a list of what your life, what would make your life happy and content. And you have to do like write down numbers and stuff like that. Okay, how many years you want to travel, how many time a year you want to travel, where you want to live, like all of the stuff that would make your life, you would basically write down and do the maths and say, okay, this is how much money I need. So if you can do it for yourself and all of that stuff, it's awesome. So then you can basically say, okay, the person who I'm dating, he needs to basically bring in this amount of money. So that way I don't feel like I am literally compromising or settling or sacrificing anything. No, me not tell us you must go do that, if you don't have it for yourself, But what I am saying is that you need to basically have a plan over your life for what you want to basically do. I'm big on vision board. I can literally move the computer a little bit right now and show you my vision board and stuff, like my travel list is there, any items I want, any car, whatever condo I'm trying to live in, whatever I want is on it. I write myself a check and I go for that. So I rather to date somebody who is already doing that, because again, it's like, yo, I'm nobody's parent, so I'm not raise no boy. I'm talking about becoming a billionaire woman. Listen, literally, that is me working towards that right now. I'm happy to say it's billionaire, not million. And with that, Kristen said before that you need to teach us the vision board. So literally, I'm going to switch my camera. Sorry for everybody who is on YouTube again. I'm going to switch my camera and I'm going to show you the video that I'm actually working on. Free up space and click continue or cancel. No, I just want to show it. Okay. So I'm going to switch my camera so I could show you guys. Sorry for who is on Facebook and stuff. All right, so I'm going to switch my camera. Okay. All right, so this is the video that I'm actually working on right now. All right, if you're not on my personal page, I don't mean real life, you're not gonna ever. This is the first thing you're gonna see something like this. So, for instance, I was actually, showing my vision board and stuff, and this vision board I had basically done. Hold on. Where I even like went to the car, I was manifesting here. Millionaire just signed with me. I'm 100 year right now. Hold on. Let me go back. So yeah, hold on. So this was my vision board, and I had, oh damn, oh God Jesus. All right. You guys seeing it? Okay. So this was my, I think this was my, nothing. This was my first vision board. And I had came home that night and I was like working on some manifestation and stuff like that. Now again, when you put stuff on your vision board and all, you can't just put it there and expect that the universe going to literally drop it in your lap. You're going to have to work for it and stuff, because most people in this world, they ask for stuff, but they don't want to actually put in what it takes. So I do my vision board and then I pray over it. And then I literally put that it's already done. And it's in my office. It's right there. Well, this year one is right there. This is my third year doing it. And literally in this video, I was actually showcasing, basically me having this particular car. Hold on, Jesus. On the vision board. We're not disconnect, man. And this was me. Hold on. I think there's a picture of it here. So yeah, that's much better. So see the date, it's December 3rd, 2020, 1:03 a.m. I was up working. I left my store madly like after midnight. And I believed that I was going to get it. You know, at the time I was driving a C300 and all, but I believed that 100% I was going to get it. And basically, oh shucks.
Oh God, it's literally everything.
I was crying.
Ah, all this stress. And you know what's the most beautiful thing? That it's literally through all that stress, all that hard work, you're not only helping yourself, but all the people that depend on you. All your employees, all your mom, everybody, babe. If anybody deserves this, is you. Oh, I'm so happy.
And I remember walking to it and stuff, and I still could not believe. And then he says to me, my friend started like hugging me and stuff, and I wasn't even bawling at that point. I was hyperventilating. Do So that's the video. I'm actually working on the video and stuff because you know what? It will probably be a video that can help to motivate people and all. Because again, it's like I just had it on my vision board and stuff, and everybody looked at me crazy as shit. They looked at me crazy, crazy as hell. And you know, still one of my proudest moments. It's one of two. With like I got my the two cards that I had put on that vision board. I got both of them. Probably like say 10 months separate. And that's why I said like on my business page. That's why I said with Carla, she's on my personal page. I know her from my personal page, and I do not post. I don't normally mix them because I'm like, it's like I just like to keep certain things private. But I said, you know what? I don't normally put color into things, but as an immigrant, you come here in this country, a lot of time the first thing you basically decide to do is to become a nurse because it's 4 years school and you can at least make $30 an hour. The $30 an hour is not in comparison to what you can make here in America, but in comparison to after you change out the money into Jamaican. Now you do not live in Jamaica. So here, so you kind of just feel like, them kind of try and make you feel like, oh, you should be less than, you should be intimidated, you should have joined the line. No, no. The same 24/7, whatever cheaper them wake up with, is the same exact 24/7 that you wake up with. The only difference between you and somebody who have money is literally their consistency. It's enough time, a lot of time. I meet people who are talented. Me, I don't have no talent. Right? Zero talent we have. Can't sing, two not me, can't run, nothing. But best believe, nobody in the pot more resilient than me. And that's the reason why I'm successful. Because I would never give up. Literally with the last breath in me, never give up. When I actually do this, because again, I'm putting this on my lifestyle YouTube, and I said I haven't posted. You guys don't know about that YouTube. But I think that's what happened a lot of times, we just basically come here and become stagnant, or a lot of us basically get up and decide, to me, we're having the conversation the other night, and I literally say a lot of things come down to laziness. It's a lot of times still no. If there's something that needs to get done, I will stay up until 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. A Friday night is no different than a Monday night to me. No different. If there's something that needs to get done, I am going to do it and I will never complain. And I literally always tell people I don't complain about anything because when it's glory time, I never hear anybody complain when glory is raining. So now when things aren't going the way how you basically want it to go, you're starting to complain, why me, this, that, and the other. If you don't go through things, When you get the big mic and the big stage, where you basically say, I was born with a gold spoon. People like a story. People like to hear a success story. People like to hear I'm coming from nothing story. People like to hear a story literally uplift them and make them feel like I can do this too. And sometimes when you're going through your thing and you don't have anybody to feel, excuse me, and you don't have anybody to relate to and whatnot, a lot of times you will say, you know, like, me not have nobody. No, because God, I use you. You are the person who is going to be the example. You are the person who is going to be the example for others. And the moment you get into the mindset of, listen, nothing not happening to me, everything is happening for me. I'm telling you, your outlook change. I'm not going to say your life don't happen. I'm not going to tell you, say, some days you're not going to feel sad with certain things. I'm not going to tell you that. But what I'm going to tell you is that you see, when you have strength, you believe in yourself, you understand that the rain is not going to fall forever. You understand that the rain is not going to fall forever. No matter what somebody try to take from you, if somebody successfully takes something from you, it's because you did a play with small soap. And with small soap, you did literally a play with soft soap. Instead of you play with pepper, you're playing with sweet pepper. A lot of times things need to break, literally need to get taken away from you so you can really step into where you're supposed to be. I have said this before. Probably this is the first time some of you guys are going to hear this. When I started Curvy Girls and stuff, I was working with someone and another factory. Not even factory, it was a broken down shop thing I'm find on Google. I don't know how to string needle, but I know how a faja should look and feel when you put it on. I can't tell you if I can shop on it. I know my factory on there, but I cannot sew. And I remember I set up the faja and tell the lady how to sew it. Tell the lady how to sew it. And after when the lady realized, say, yo, my thing push off and I'm selling, the lady starts sell me design behind people back. I swear to you guys, man, it lit me chip. I mean, it's a sleepless night because I'm saying, God, me just breaking out, just quit my job. And this woman literally doing this to me and whatever. Now everybody going to think is her thing and everybody going to go with her because guess this, when you're young, especially when people who look like you, they don't believe so you can, them. You see the fun thing about it, other people, when them look like you, they don't believe so you're capable of nothing good. If somebody else who don't look like you know, say they did it, them run with that over there, so. Them run with that over there, so. It's when you're new to you and whatever, I look at you, basically when you're a veteran, you know, this, you laugh. No, when the lady starts selling me something, I know. Sorry for people who don't understand power. When the lady actually starts selling the design, you know, and I reach out to the lady, and you know what happened? How it even leaked? I posted a picture on the website at the time I used Wix, and the lady number was at the top, and I didn't know. Shout out to the client who actually did tell me. And I'm looking at it like I'm beating myself up because I'm like so stupid. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, the woman always tell me, you know, God bless you and God this and God that. So me say, yo, how the lady could have done me that? And I said, if you want to sell your design, go ahead and sell your design. But you don't need to sell my design and until today. No good. No, girl, no good. No good. I'm telling you, man, it literally beat me for months. Excuse me. And if somebody know who literally people are compare, listen, sweetie, don't do that. Me never have a step from nobody foot or dim anybody like to get where I'm going. But we're not going to dwell upon that. And I'm telling you guys, I feel devastated. Devastated. Because it's my first deception. And I remember saying to my ex at the time, in order for this not to happen again, I need to be the root, the leaf, the branch, and the trunk of this tree. And I literally get out the following day and I went to the Colombian embassy, get my business Colombian visa, and we headed to Colombia. I don't speak Spanish. My ex spoke Spanish. And we don't know a soul in Colombia. We don't know a soul in Colombia. No, fast forward, it's about 3 years. That was a blessing in disguise. Because you see, if she did not do that, I wouldn't own my own factory. If she did not do that, the awesome product we have today, we wouldn't have it. Because literally, I said to my ex, iPhone started out at iPhone 1. At the time, they were probably at iPhone 8. You see, if you make the first one, you know what can be better with it, and you know what the people want. And that is literally how I kept revamping until I ended up getting the product that we have right now. So again, at the time, it was devastating. But if God didn't take me from that comfort, I could have got to greatness. If that whatever I was making at that time with that woman a month, I literally some months, not well, yeah, some months I literally 10 times over that. 10 times over that. Not only was I able to get my own factory, but then I was also able to like help other people now who basically, need a job. I was able to do so much more. I was able to launch so much more products. I was able to extend and expand myself and my, business sense and all. So when I look on it, it's like, yo, you don't cry over spilled milk. If you're a good person and you have a good heart, and you know, say, yo, no matter what, you're not out here being deceptive, 100%, you're off the winning at the end. Because God don't bless it in your pocket, He blesses it in your heart. You have to win in the end. And you get to certain level and whatever, like, yo, sometimes we're out here literally, as someone just sleeping and say, we're out here chasing chicken bone, chicken neck, chicken back. Meanwhile, a big piece of steak over there, so. And you're literally sleeping on yourself. No matter what happened, when I feel down, I give myself a few hours, or I give myself like a day, depending on how it is. And best believe the next day, I say, you know what? God sees something more in me. And I need to pivot. Because nothing great come from comfortable spaces. Nothing great come from comfortable spaces. If you're in the gym, right, and me love using examples. If you're in the gym and every day you're lifting 5 pound weights, you lift 5 pound weights so 1 month straight. How you plan to have muscle, sir? You don't have to go up with the weights. Then when you go up with the weights, you see your muscle them I get bigger. That is literally life. And that's why I say, yo, nobody not going to let me turn into someone who I know I'm not. I am not a turn the other cheek person, but I am a this don't match my energy person. And I am a, oh, you're really trying to try me with something like that? I'm going to let you know that I know that you're trying to do that, and I cut you off. And I always say, see, what's for Caesar will always be for Caesar. I tell people should have said, listen, there's enough money out here. Even in the Faha game and stuff like that, when people, try to be messy, I'm like, child, I can't sell to everybody in the world here. I can't sell to everybody in the world. And I said, as much as I love business, and I'll forever have my business then. I said, my real calling is literally to inspire others. So every single thing that I have ever went through is for moments like this, and I can come here to come talk to you guys from a place of experience and not pulling crap out of the ear. That's literally, I just don't do it enough for a lot. But you can order before. If it's not a blessing, it's a lesson. To get thank you, boo, Skin by Tammy. To get successful. All right, first of all, Zine, I'm probably gonna be talk about the part here, right? Hopefully we can cut it. To get successful, right? Yeah, everything that you guys are doing. Let me say this first of all. Let's so we're not talking about nothing with no faha right now. All right, guys. Because we have to have something in the brain when we have this big old about and the snatch waist. To get successful, Every single thing that you guys are doing right now, it have to cut out. Every single thing has to be cut out. Because if you've been doing that and it's not working, how is it possible you're going to continue to do it and it going to work? That's insanity. No. What I tell people is this. Are you ready to lose every single thing we have right now for what you say you basically want? That is the first thing you have to be honest with yourself with. It's going to seem scary as first. It's going to seem very scary. May I smile because it's just so funny how certain things are normally look on back then like it's glory, and it is true that statement is so true. Because when I get to a certain level, like in the video that I just showed a little clip of and I was about to cry, it's because when you give up every single thing, it changes you as a person. Because when you give up things, it's not only about tangible stuff and all, you're going to have to cut off enough people. And sometimes some of those people going to even be in your family. And it's going to be hard at first and all of that stuff, but it's almost like as minorities, a lot of us will love carry people on our backs. We like literally have logs on our back. And on our back, it can be parents, it can be kids, it can be friends, it can be a spouse, it can be so much things. The biggest problem is even on a plane, it tell you, in case of an emergency landing, put on your life jacket first before you can put on anybody else. In life, we don't do that. And that is our biggest problem. We have zero, me have zero, you have zero. Me get one, me split the one in a half, give you 0.5, and me take 0.5. So forever, two blind crossing the street on a busy day. I always say if you come from humble beginnings and you don't burn a ghost spoon in your mouth, you're going to have to make a sacrifice in order to break a generational gap, excuse me, or a generational curse. The reason for this is because, in order to break it, you're going to literally need to be in a position where you can basically help your parents, help yourself, then you can help a child. Because the moment you basically have 0.5 or 1, and you have to be splitting that between a kid and then the person above you, which is your parent, you're in a problem. It's almost going to be like you take out a $10,000 loan, but your key partners have put $5,000 on it. You can't pay it off. You're going to ever have it. You cannot pay it off. You're going to forever have it. And that's why certain things literally have to be prioritized. Literally have to be prioritized. Lots of times people see me and be like, Christine, you're not going to have a kid for what? But don't have the mental capacity. Don't have the mental patience. No, not right now. And some people might look at it crazy, be like, no. What happened is that we need to stop being in a place of, what is another word for, we need to be in excess. We need to have excess resources. We need to stop being a place of, and a surplus, when I have much, what do I call that? When I don't have much, the opposite of surplus. Where do you guys do that for that? Exactly. And then what sucks is that a lot of time we're too busy giving people fish instead of teaching them how to fish. You basically giving somebody fish is a waste of your time and their time. Because at the ending of the day, every minute, a lack, thank you, lack. If every single time you have to literally be leaving your, thank you guys, afterwards, if you always have to be leaving your fishing line to basically, go hand somebody a fish, they're always going to be throwing you off. Always going to be throwing you off. So I think that's one of the reasons and all where a lot of us don't really move far. Like I'm literally telling you, like I can probably count how many idiots I really meet in real life, and it's not a lot. A lot of people have good intentions. A lot of people have good minds. A lot of people work really hard. They'll literally do how many shifts they have to do. They'll do how many jobs they have to do. But then the moment you actually sit and talk to them to why they work so hard, they're literally going to put how many people in front of them. Use your one, multiply your one. When you get to a place you spot it 3 times over, then you can come back. But until then, you cannot help anyone until you can help yourself. You have to be selfish if you're never born with gold spoon in your mouth. It doesn't mean that you're going to be selfish forever, but it means that, you have to focus on you first. I know for a fact when I did it, especially when it comes down to my family, friends, all of that stuff. Hey Javier, um, I just don't think the traditional way. Like Jamaicans have a thing where they be like, oh, parents take care of their kids so their kids can come back home take care of them. You don't say. No, no, no. I said, listen, everybody, hey, beautiful. I said, everybody is totally different. I said, at 18 years old, my kid has to come out and literally leave for college. My kid will not be taking a student loan. And me go send for him. I'll pay it. Now, after that, that was his investment to his future. No, you're not coming back in my house. I've set you up with every single thing that you need to go make life. No, I am not going to finish out my money on you. Until finish, I'm not gonna be enabling you. You're grown, you have an education, I teach you every single thing possible. Spread your wings. You don't ever have to worry about coming back and looking at me. If you want to buy me a Christmas gift, if you want to buy me stuff you think me like, fine, but don't you ever feel like I am your responsibility. Your responsibility is now going to be your wife and your kids. A lot of minority people, basically, you can see a lot of these dudes who treat their mother like queen. And then the woman who they're with, them treat them like crap. Because them basically raised to basically feel like, oh, my mother's supposed to get everything. No, that's not how it works. Them say a man who find a wife, not a man who find a mother. No, I'm not saying that you're not supposed to do certain things, but as I said, for me, I am not putting that obligation on my child. Which means that I am not going to have a kid until I know 100% that I can handle it on my own. And as I said, 18 years old, you're going to school. Me have my own money. Me have my own. I look on how some minority treat their kids and how some people who are not minority. And it's like they don't expect. It's like if you want to give, you give, but I don't want anybody to expect nothing. Let me give because I want to give and stuff like that. But as I said, because I was not born in gold spoon with in my mouth, I know that okay, I had to break generational curses or like a generational gap, which thank God we do. But when I have my kid and stuff like that, I'm doing it completely different. Listen, a lot of men don't grow out a mother's love and even look for a woman. You're so true, and that's the thing is like a lot of moms, they love their sons and they raise their daughter because that same woman can raise a daughter and basically the daughter completely different from the son. No, if you don't want to grow to your mother love, that is fine. But if you love your mother so much and respect your mother so much, anybody who is mother-like or have any form of, you know, similarity to your mother, she's supposed to get treated the same. Or if that is the case, it's supposed to be getting treated the same. And I'm not even gonna say the same because again, your mother can't conceive for you. The Bible says a man who find a wife find a good thing. No, I am not going to. But you know what happened? A lot of times the moms are single and stuff like that, and the moms of suicide. A lot of them son is literally them man. No man in that way, but they feel like, oh, it's whatever I say or whatever. Ain't nobody got no time for that. So for me, as I said, it's like, yo, I know I'm saying this right now. Some people might be like, oh, she doesn't have any kids yet and whatever. But for me, I don't want a husband to feel like, oh my God, if me left, what she go do? I don't want a kid to be like, but I have to move back to my home city because my mom. I don't ever want nobody in this world feel like I am literally a burden. And that is the reason why I'm a by the book person. And that's the reason why I make sure that I have my life planned out. If my son wants to do certain things to me 100%. I see some people, big old 30-something-year-old man, calling their moms to borrow money and stuff like that. You're mad? Are you crazy? Even if you're having money issues and what your mother, gee, let the lady get a break. She raised you her entire life and she still have to raise you in your 30s. That to me is whack. That to me whack as hell. So when it comes down to this whole success thing again, guys, it does have like so much levels to it. The biggest thing, as I said to you guys, is resilient. A lot of times people want to start a business. This is the one that irritates me the most. And them try to perfect the launch. Then try to perfect the packaging. Then try to perfect the website. Perfect this, perfect that, perfect this. And I'm like, yo, you know the product now going to launch, right? And you're like, no, it's going to launch somehow. It can't launch. Because what happened is that every time you're here trying to perfect something, something else will get broken. So what happened that you're basically just paying too much fixing. I always say this is like in life, nothing is perfect. Who is for you is going to be for you and stuff. I'm not going to tell you to basically just dash out something. But at the same time, and whatever, it's like, yo, you know, like let people get to know you, let people get to know your integrity, let people get to know that, yo, you know, you really truly believe in your product, you really truly believe in, you know, your brand and stuff like that. And they know that, yo, you're not going to sell them anything while foolishness and all. So with that being said, like literally that's how you start. But then of course, you know, a lot of people don't believe in themselves and all of that also. But my thing is like, listen, it's not every day you get up, you feel like you're going to be Goliath today. It's not every day you're going to feel like, oh, you're going to be out here, you know, like demolishing or slaying the world and all of that. But at the same time, that's the reason why vision board is extremely important. You hold yourself accountable. And that is where discipline comes in, because you're getting up and doing something even when you don't feel like doing it. Everybody want the glory, you know. Everybody want the nice cars. Everybody want a nice house. Everybody want the designer bags. Everybody wants to basically be free. But at the same time, it's like when it comes down to the hard work and stuff, they're like, well, I do rather a steady paycheck and just put things on my card. Again, nothing is not wrong with that. But understand that the only thing that is standing between you and that successful life is you. That is literally the only thing standing there. Shout out to everyone who used to buy my faja when you see in a Ziploc bag. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. All right, let me read this one over here. How do you handle hate from women? Not take on negativity. You're beautiful, intelligent, successful, confident. Other would claim intimidating, and that body. Yet I'll bet you're positive and non-judgmental. Oh, girl, that part I will tell you guys, it is bad. It's bad, and last year to early this year, it got really, really bad. It got really, really bad. And thank God I know myself. And thank God that I know it's me and God that come on my journey. Someone know which person can literally come tell me nothing. That is literally how I handle it. Most people, when you're broke, they won't talk to you. Right? Them see you with your things now, everybody want to be a friend. Shout out to where I was from again and my foundation. Because you know better. You know better. I always say this, right? If one of you guys are in front of me, right, and you guys are literally like treating me nice, being respectful, being helpful, talking so nice to me and highly, but then I literally see you talking to like a waiter or somebody like that crazy, I already see what kind of person you are and I don't want to be around you. No, some people be like, but she didn't talk to you crazy. No, you don't need to talk to me crazy. I just need to see how you treat people. So that means that you're only talking to me this way because you're thinking that, oh, you know, she have things. Most people, what I realized, that they're opportunists. Most of them literally just want to hang around you for the picture. That's literally, they just want to say they know you, or they basically want to say, you know, the things that you would do or the places where you would go or where you live and stuff like that. They're literally just trying to come for the picture. The next thing about it is that what I realize, a lot of people, they're extremely jealous. Not haters, jealous. Now, the women who are jealous, a lot of times they're not even jealous of your money. They're literally jealous of your confidence. They're jealous that they can actually open your mouth and stand up for yourself. They're jealous that they can literally gather your bag and just leave. You're like, listen, I ain't got no time for this. They're actually jealous. You can just get up and just do as you like, because a lot of women sold their souls to the lowest bidder. A lot of people basically, started dating guys who would be quote unquote super successful. But when they went into these relationships, they lost their voice. They basically had to feel like they're a yes woman or a yes girl or a yes man in order to basically keep the person happy. So with that, they normally hang around girls who are like that. So it's like I'm normally a loner. That's just who I am. That's also where I was raised, and it just worked better for me. And I was going like through like a breakup and stuff, and then you kind of meet people, and I'm like, they invite you out how many times and stuff, and I'm like, it's like a big group of girls. I was the only girl of color. And I'm like, oh my God, this will be cute, because finally, my friends before, most of them would normally be jelly because they wouldn't have certain things. So I'm like, okay, all of these girls have them some, all of them man have money and stuff like that. So it's not gonna be no problem. That was a lie. They're more disgusting than the broke one them. Because what happened is that they hate the fact that you have a voice. They hate the fact that you can do whatever you want to do. They hate the fact that you don't depend. They hate the fact that you actually have something going for yourself. Because the birds of a feather flock together, that saying is not a lie. You see, when all of them sit around each other, all here earheads sit around each other, they feel good. Because guess what? That's basically what nobody can crack on each other. But we were literally in Paris. We went on a girls' trip, and we were in Paris. Be yourself, be yourself. Not a thing not in a me more than blood and bone. So you can do the same thing. Blood, bone, and a brain. You have the same thing too. So you don't need to be me. But literally be yourself and multiply to what you need to be. All right? So we were in Paris and all, right? And something transpired by me getting something. So again, remember I told you guys I'm a big manifestor. I put things on my vision board, and if I say it's already done, it's already done. And I guess they were low key dying to get something and couldn't get it, and I got it twice in like weeks apart. And I guess they're feeling some way about it and whatnot. And one of them said something shady. No, again, I'm Jamaican and I'm a Virgo. I'm not going to hear no shady comment and basically play it off. No, what you mean? What did that mean? So I literally pull up and I'm like, yo, why is it that whatever happened, something, something? And literally, she kind of like going like, she wanted the night. And I'm like, you know what? I ain't got no time for this. I literally just booked a flight and flew back home because I'm like, listen, I'm good, like I don't wait and no man. And that's when I really realized, oh, wow, these women who you would think that have so much, and people see them in public and they'll have the biggest smile on their face and they'll have on like the most stuff and all. And I'm like, they're the most insecure women. Honestly, I don't think nobody don't like confident women. Honestly, I don't think nobody like confident women. I don't think anybody low-key likes successful women unless you are the same. That's literally what I'm going to put in. Man don't like we, and woman worse than like we when they don't have anything. Yeah, my earth sign. Grounded. Everyone suffer one of two pain, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Yep. And for me, I tell people, even in a video I was doing today for the lifestyle channel, I don't have one regret in life. I tell people that, listen, the only thing that happened bad, that I would say is bad, is my brother not being here. But if my brother was here, my life would have been perfect. All right? Perfect. You will never literally hear me complain about anything in life. And I don't lose in life. I don't lose in life. There might be a delay, but it's never a no. And if it's delayed, it's because there's something bigger there that I am not thinking about. And God knows me deserve more when I'm selling myself short. And I believe that with literally every single thing in my heart. No matter what happened, the only thing is final in this world is death. No, if you get up tomorrow morning again, what you think God make you get up for? To basically pity yourself again? You guys know that the first year of Coca-Cola, I think they only sold one bottle of Coca-Cola. You guys know that? Think about that. The ones at the country club are the biggest haters. Yes, because they married to man where they would really married to on a regular day. They're the worst. The worst. Like honestly, like right now, I get invited to like the creme de la creme stuff, them like the private designer parties. And I mean when I say designer, I mean designer. Like the no little boutique thing, like no, like the Dior's, the Louis Vuittons, all of that stuff. At first, you're frightened bad. Every one of them you're at. But then after you realize, oh, all the charity event is not giving. And then I literally just say, no, I don't have any time for this. I say, listen, most people out here are seeking validation. My ticket already get validated long time by myself. Because as long as I'm better than who I was yesterday, that I'm good. That is the only person I am literally competing with, if anything. The person who I was yesterday. I don't care about people. In America, people move every year, and mine every 6 months. Like when I go to my bed and stuff, I'm not seeing these people. I really don't care about people. Like I literally really don't care about people. If you're for me, you're for me. If you're not for me, that is fine because everybody don't like tea. Some people just like straight coffee. So no matter what you try to be, no matter what you try to do, you're not going to have everybody like you. You don't need everybody to like you. A lot of times the first thing people are thinking about, but what is this person gonna think? Why you care about what people going to think? Literally, what you care about if you have something in your heart, and every time you go to start it, you feel like something I tell you to start it. That's when you know to start it. Because see, when it is sit down and you never have nothing inside of you, the devil never come torment you. The moment you get up, the moment you get up, you're going to do something, first get to a certain level, whatever level you want to get at, you're going to realize you start get discouraged. That is literally why every single morning I meditate, I manifest, I pray, and I journal. And I have 2 journals. And I have a gratitude journal. I do this in the morning because it's my way of literally like building a shield around me. And the shield is not only for people, it is for me to be calm. Because see, when you're not really centered, you're not aligned, somebody can say one thing and it can throw off your day. When you're not centered and aligned, your phone drop, you get irritated like, ugh. And just that energy putting it out there, you might be taking up the phone and you hit over something. You literally hit over something. And then it's a domino effect. When you basically like put something around you and stuff, like put something out in the universe, like peace, calm, love, abundance, gratitude. Whatever you put out, you get it back. That's your energy. A lot of times, you might feel like for anybody who's trying to do anything with videos and stuff like that, you might feel to yourself like, all right, I'm gonna make a YouTube video. You start making a YouTube video, you talk for 30 minutes, you go, the camera did turn off. Not recording. Your chip leak. What you're going to do? Say, you know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna do this. And you literally go sit down and take out your phone. Instagram. Instagram appear you? Instagram gonna get you there? If you laugh and say, I bet you, say if I wasn't out here trying to do something new that wouldn't happen, you laugh and you go back and actually sit down and do it over and stuff. Not only you get a better video, you feel better about yourself. Anytime you're supposed to do something and as soon as you start doing it and stuff, something go left, that's when you know you're the way you're supposed to be. That is literally how you know you're supposed to be exactly where you're supposed to be. There's signs of showing alignment, and I'm going to get up in a little bit and I'm going to show you a sign with the condo that I'm in right now to show you how this stuff is really crazy. And that's the reason why I tell people Don't let anybody throw you off. And if them throw you off for a while, catch back yourself. Don't let anybody change you. And excuse me, Jesus, so me have probably coming at eat this morning. Me need some ginger tea. Um Again, alignment, it might sound crazy, but I'm telling you, man, it's the little clues to show you that you're where you're supposed to be. I have a gratitude jar. I find one thing to be grateful for every day. That is amazing. I write it down and put it in the jar, always gratitude. That is amazing. You guys can definitely adopt that. So I've been journaling from 2015. The business plan for some post-surgical thing was actually written from 2017. It wasn't about Fahaz. Like I knew I wanted to do something in like the plastic surgery thing, but I was going to do some pillow, BBL pillow thing and stuff like that. I actually have like all my journals. So every year I have like 6 journals. And stuff because I like going back and reading it. You're such an inspiration. Thank you. See, like that's what I'm saying. Like I like talking about certain stuff, but I can't just do it every day. Like no more than my butt now. But yeah. So the next biggest thing what I realize a lot of people struggle with the most. You guys decide you want to sell bag juice. You tell your friend you want to sell bag juice. Your friend tell you everybody selling bag juice. So now all of a sudden you don't want to sell bag juice. Then your next friend going to say when you tell them, that's why you're not supposed to tell anybody your business. Because when you tell them, it's not going to happen. So me telling this friend is not strong enough to make it happen, but this friend is strong enough to make it not happen. The reason you might feel like you telling your friend is the reason why it did not happen is because in your head you didn't believe 100% that it was going to happen. You believe that if you told your friend, there's a possibility that it's not going to happen. So you know what happened? It doesn't happen. I tell people that, yo, your mind and the things that you want is literally like using a GPS to drive to the airport. If you turn on your GPS and it's literally telling you where to go, but when you tell it to go left, there is a 80%, not 80%, 100% you're driving straight. It says go left. 100% is supposed to go left. If you decide that 90% you're going to go left and 10% you're going to go right, how the hell are you going to go left? So if you don't believe in whatever you say you want for yourself 100%, it can't happen. It literally cannot happen. It's not going to happen. No matter how good I think it cannot. If there is even 1% that is off from what you are saying that you want, it can't happen. Because you're not aligned. You're not aligned. You don't believe in it. And if you don't believe in your own self, how can you expect nobody to believe in you? Best believe when you're starting off a business and whatnot, nobody not clapping. Crickets. Nobody do in the stadium. And that's the reason why I said you guys have to develop this selfish attitude to be okay when there's nobody in the stadium. Because best believe us when you're out here a big heavy hitter, the stadium full. Even people you don't know, people full. Literally full. But then it's going to come back to your stories and the things that you basically went through and the things you basically build up yourself from to basically know who is really for you and who is not for you when the stadium full. I always tell people this. I wish I could have these lives every night. I always tell people this. Listen, you see, in life and stuff like that, there is not a book that tell you this is how to be successful and it's one sentence. But what I realize, if you are consistent in every single thing what you do, when it comes down to your success, you're off the bus. If you are consistent, you have to burst. You just need one yes, You literally just need one yes. I still have my packet. All right, okay. All right, I'm going to plug out for show you this. I almost go pull one of my journals. I literally wrote that I need, in order to save $30,000 to buy a condo, I literally needed to sell, if I sold 5 fahas for the month and 2 recovery boxes, and did how much hours of overtime? I'm going to show you. Come on, come think, say. I'm a fake. I don't want to come think some people are fake. Right? These are my journals from how much years. Some more up top. No, these are actually. And that journal was which number? See, I recovered gone. Lauderhill, 2016. And the first thing I do for my journals, I write a letter to myself. And this was written May 23rd, 2016. 6 years ago? And we are in May. Oh my God, today I 5 years since I did my surgery. Today 7 years since I did my surgery to guys. Hold on. Chrissy, we don't want the battery dead, you know. Hold on. And literally low battery just come up. Telling us a business owners what I work, them battery can't stay. If them tell me so them hardly charge them phone, or at night time them charge them phone, nothing go on. Okay. So I literally wrote the letter to myself and I signed it as Dr. Robinson, because at the time I didn't want to be a doctor. Because it's the only way I thought I was going to get to the life, what I wanted. And I said, I'm literally going to read the second paragraph. So again, you see the date? You guys, you can see the date? For sure, no, and I always date my stuff when I write it, always. And it says, there's so much to come in the near future, from success, riches, happiness, stability, family. I promise you, you'll be one of the most successful person to walk this earth. With the help of the Lord, you will get all of your heart desire. I promise you, baby girl, hold on, it's coming. And this was literally 2016, May 23rd. This is my first time I'm actually reading back this. And then literally, I wrote myself a 2-year plan. And you can actually see the date at the bottom. I'm gonna try to show it over YouTube. And then this is, you can see the date on the bottom. So when you journal, guys, always date it. Always date it. And I was 24. I think this was 24. I wrote a letter to myself for day 24 and stuff like that. And then I guess I have, oh my God, this is my first time reading this back. This is crazy. And what does it say at the top? You are different. I think some people are very rare like myself. I have only met one person of my kind in my entire life, and it's Danielle, which still is her. It's my friend from college in Jamaica. I refuse to settle for less and become mediocre. I refuse to give up on my vision of being a successful Black woman. Pero, all right. And then I guess I wrote a prayer. I guess I was stressed on June 10th, June 10th, 2016. And I put like when stressed, hold on. And then it's in the book. And then I put, I have too much to do, but it's all important. Help me with help me to set priorities so that I don't feel lost in the pace and the pressure. Give me the wisdom and energy to accomplish what's necessary without wasting time or effort, and help me to make the best use of my day. Remember that time is a precious gift from you. And then I put what I was stressing about. This part you guys going to laugh. I said I was stressing over Dream Weekend because I wanted to go to Dream Weekend. I needed to pay my car insurance. I have my bills, and I needed a YSL purse. And then beneath it, I put, God says it's done. Everything resolved. 6 years. If I didn't read this, I would even remember that was my stress. And these are things that builds up your confidence. These are things that builds up your resilience. It's like your brain is literally lifting weights. Dream weekend. At least I was an honest person. Honest person. I let them know your Instagram. They followed instantly. Thanks, man. Stress. Oh man, never be a stress to me, child. No, 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 no. Um, I'm trying to find what else is in here. Like literally, and up to today, I still journal. Literally, still journal. This one maths that beat me bad. But yeah. So journaling is very important, guys. Extremely important because it's your thoughts and stuff. You know, I always tell people I don't read my journal at all. I never ever read my journal. I don't normally even read it back unless I'm like showing somebody something. Um, but yeah, extremely, extremely important. And I remember, one time I had done like this master class. Probably need to do another one of those. That would probably be fun. I want to do that one in person though, like a 1 day master class. And I remember one of the things that I told everyone, bless hugs from Israel, Jerusalem. Thank you, where you learn this Jewish stuff. The funny thing about it is that, listen, at this point, the amount of different stuff I know about, I am very open when it comes on to certain things. When I moved to Fort Lauderdale, I wasn't the person who wanted to just hang around be a Jamaican because I'm not gonna learn anything. You understand? So I always like push out more and try to go around different cultures, different people and all, because I'm telling you, again, when you're trying to change and get into and step into a next part in your life and stuff, you cannot do the same thing and expect a different result. You just cannot do it. But I went to Bali a few years ago for my 28th birthday. I went to Bali, and that's when I really got into like meditation and manifestation heavy. This I didn't know I was doing it. I don't know why I started doing it, but as I said, I was doing it for like a long time until I really understood. So anyway, in the masterclass and all of that, I had said to them, who are they? Like, who are you? Excuse me. Me need some water. When me burp some more, Jesus. And I remember one of the girls said she has to ask her boyfriend. Mr. First of all, if you don't know who are you and stuff with just your own word and all of that, like no, you have to know who are you in your eyes. You know, One of the next question that I had asked was how much money is financial stability? Let's ask you guys. Let's basically pull out one of the master class. How much money is financial stability in your life? How much money would it be? You guys can just comment it. That's what I'm gonna do. I never eat no breakfast because I did basically at the videos and stuff all day. One world, my experience from traveling the world gave me a lot and built me for who I am now. That's nice. And I know you guys basically go in the army at 18. I used to date a guy from Israel. Per month, yeah. 50 million. Bad wife. Like, I'm not gonna say that's not a realistic number, but guess what? Give me like, when I ask and stuff for this number, right? It would basically mean that you sit down with yourself, right? And you basically get a book or a spreadsheet and you be honest with yourself. And you literally just say, okay, what are the things I want to experience in life this year? And you basically like put it and then put how much money it's going to cost. And then you basically tally it up at the end. Of course, $1 billion. We can say that. You understand? But basically like putting something we know, so okay, you're going to work for that this year. 80 to 100,000 a month. Okay. Anybody else want to put bad one? Coming up 50 milli. Again, I'm not saying you can't make 50 milli, but me know you just throw our money out there. Because if that's the case, it could have been 1 billion. Per month, 10 to 20,000 realistic. 2 million a year. Do you wear shaper every day? Do you give body rest your breast? Yeah, like in between 86,000. Oh, you do one quick calculation, so. Hey, spoiled rotten, 50,000. All right. Hey. All right. So I'm gonna do another event. I had done an event and I invited Maggie. She was amazing. As a matter of fact, I saw her picture the other day. Let me see if I can actually pull it back real quick. Hold on there. Supposed to this girl a message. If I'm blocking you. No, I can't move the picture. You can see the picture is or my big head is there. My face blocking your face, Maggie. I'm going to send it to your DM. I don't know if you're able to see it. And I cannot move the picture. Y'all get the drift. I'm gonna send it to you. Yeah, I'm going to do a different one. This one probably just going to be like a girls event or something. Anywho, guys. So with how much money you basically put, right? And it's so funny, like anytime people ask me like how I basically like determine how much money I want to make and stuff like that, or what I want to do with my life. Sometimes it's not even about the money. It's more of what I want to do in my life. I tell people this: if I enjoy drawing stick man, it does not mean kind of not focused. You see me now? Carla, it seems like your internet, 2 hours and 31 minutes. We only have a few more left. The camera is kind of not focused. All right, I'm gonna end it and come back on then. I'm gonna end it and I'm gonna save this one. So come back, guys. You can bank on it. You can put 100 grand on it. Everything. Stamp on it. Hey guys, welcome back in. Listen, with the here 2 hours and 30. It's 10:36. Everybody able to see better now? All right, everybody's supposed to good. So, as I said, right? I think that's like always the easiest way to kind of like start. Because you see, if you ask me like what kind of life I want, I will always have to tally up how much money I need. So, with how much money you guys basically say you guys would need for financial freedom, you'd basically have to look on how much money you're currently making. And then you will have to look on what talents or skills you guys basically have and find a way to monetize it to make the difference of what you're saying that you need to make. Because what happened a lot of times when people start using the talents or the skills or the expertise that they have, they kind of feel like, oh my God, I don't even want to do this. But remember, is you put down how much money your financial stability is. So if it says 50 grand a month is your financial stability, and at that time you are making $5,000, you have to figure out what you have inside that you can bring in that extra $45,000. Now, what happened with that is that once you're able to bring in that extra $45,000, it builds strength, it builds resilience, and now you believe in yourself even more. So then by the time you look, you're going to be bringing in $100,000. And then by the time you look, $150,000. And it only keeps growing. Back to your question, financial stability in how many years? Oh, years. No, girl. No. The longest plan you're supposed to have is 1 year. And that is with all your plans in that 1 year. My vision board is yearly. You don't do years plan and stuff. Tomorrow, no promise. Like literally, when you make a vision board and all, and you guys, we're free to do a vision board together on one of these podcasts because I love doing them. The thing is with the vision board, thank you, Maggie. The thing is with what percent of me? I need some tea. All right, I'm gonna get the tea. I'm gonna close off the stream.